Other concerts miraculously remain intact. So the 2019 concert was planned exactly as we had performed it. So we didn't even have to change one single piece due to COVID regulations. The only person we unfortunately had to lose due to COVID situation was James Cragg, the wonderful accordionist from Australia, who, like Tamara Czysłowska in the other program, was not allowed to travel to Europe. So at a very short notice, we found the Polish accordionist Bartosz Glowacki, who kindly agreed to learn this work at a very short notice and worked together with Brad Dean, who luckily was here in London, and brilliantly performed it. And the other two works dated from 1719. That was Johann Sebastian Bach's Brandenburg Concerto No. 5, which in fact could be called the very first piano concerto in history. Obviously it's not written for piano but for harpsichord, but the instrument harpsichord until that time was only and exclusively used in the orchestra as a continuo instrument, as a part of what you would call today a rhythm section. And here in this work, which Bach wrote for himself, harpsichord emerges as a solo instrument in all its glory. And it's surrounded by two obbligato accompanying instruments, which are also soloistic, but in relation to the harpsichord, they're seen as guardian angels, you would say. One is the violin and the other one is flute. So the part of the harpsichord was taken by Catherine Edwards, our regular orchestral pianist, which I think was a little bit of a debut for her because she's known as a brilliant pianist, but she hasn't done so much as a solo harpsichordist, and here she was center stage. And the other two soloists were Juliette Bauzot and Peter Schumann, our principal flautist and the leader of the orchestra. The closing work of the program was Igor Stravinsky's evergreen Pulcinella ballet, but this time performed in its original form, not as a ballet with dancers, but as ballet with singers, rather than an instrumental suite. So it's a much longer work, so 40 minutes of music. For me, one of the best works ever written in the 20th century, and certainly among the most popular Stravinsky ever wrote. And I think this was a really nice combination of the Baroque and this pseudo-Rococo, neo-classical work by Stravinsky, and in the middle, the postmodernist, but still referring a lot to the classical and Baroque patterns, concerto by Brad Dean.